on this computer. We're recording.
All right. Does that mean we're actually live streaming too?
I really hope so. And now it's one of those days where I have to check. I'm not going to trust anything.
We're just going to be super laid back. Thank you, Melissa, for tuning in and being here with us and watching us struggle.
Joining in the fun. You're so sweet, so gracious, making things happen, she said about you. Oh, wait, that's seriously our whole job. You cannot wait for anybody else to make anything happen for you or for anybody in your downline, right? It's like constant ownership and problem solving.
It is. Right? It is. You just got to take responsibility. Run
Work
with it.
It out. Right. No excuses.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, yes. We are working. I think we're working.
Okay. I'm going to not think too hard that I don't have any water in here with this cough.
Oh, no. You can run and get water at any time.
That's okay. We'll be good. Okay. All right.
Are we live for sure now? Come on, baby. Come on. Yes, we are. Hallelujah. We made it, everybody. Hi. Okay. Customer care, lunch and learn with Casey Bogle and Bridget Kroll. Hi. In her car. She's having funky Wi-Fi issues in her house. Something's happening here where everything's very slow. So bear with us. You guys, this is our second lunch and learn, and we are talking more customer care. Today, we're going to chat about signing people up and how that's actually when your customer care really starts to rev up. And then we're going to move into the first 30 days of some things that we can do to connect with our people when they get on their products, okay? And we just want to put this out to you right now. Casey and I have been chatting a lot about this, and we both feel like a lot of the customer care that we personally do for our downline is very ultra genuine, personalized, quirky, and really comes down to loving people. And a lot of it doesn't feel completely duplicatable to us, okay? Because Casey and I do not follow scripts to check up on our people. Some of this is because we've been doing this a long time. Some of this is because I think that sometimes, from what I'm noticing, I'm sure you find this too, Casey, when people come onto Plexus, they have a skill set. We all do, right? And some of us are stronger in certain areas than other areas. So this is just another skill set that you get to learn. Anybody can learn this. That's why we're going to give you some like specific little things you can say to your people once a week in their first 30 days, and things you can splice in between those weeks within the first 30 days. Okay. And this, you guys, all of this relates to retention, keeping people on the products, making sure they reorder that second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth month. It really does depend mostly on you. But don't let that be a horrible, awful burden. This is about supporting and loving people, right?
Yep, very much.
Okay, so Casey, do you want to just go ahead and get started? I love what you shared earlier on the phone with me. Will you just share how you sign people up over the phone and make that like this sweet customer care moment, and then what you go over with them? That would be so lovely.
Absolutely. And if you want to tell me time, point at your wrist or whatever, because I don't have a clock anymore. All right, trying to respect you guys' time while also sharing all the goodness. So, okay, obviously, as you have worked with this potential, if they are at the point of signing up, then you've already talked about which products they should get started with, right? So, not including that for sake of time, you should already have a general idea of what welcome pack that they're going to get started with. If not, then you need to walk through that with them to make sure that this is the best fit. So as you get started with signing them up, if you're on the phone, okay, this is the scenario when you're on the phone. What I do is I get all of their information because I know the system. I know where it tends to glitch. I know when it times out. I know that if like you've entered the email and all of a sudden it's messing up, then all of a sudden you're like, oh no. Guess what you do? You log back in as though they're a customer with their email, and the password that you just entered for them. Okay, I'll cover that in 1 second. And then you just go and enroll them. So if that happens, oftentimes their account goes in and gets set up as a customer if there's a glitch. So then you just are quote unquote upgrading the account. Okay, so that was free information. Didn't plan on saying that at all, but obviously there's a reason why. So I get all information, and I have in my notes saved this copy and paste. That's all I do. This is the information that I need. I send it to them in the message, and they go through it, their name, their email address, their date of birth, all the way through, so that I have that in front of me and I don't have to ask them to repeat it multiple times. Okay, because who wants to repeat themselves multiple times? No one. Okay, so as I do that, obviously I'm setting up their account. Half the time I don't keep them on the phone when, me personally, when I'm setting up their account. I let them go. I let them do their thing. And then after we've had this conversation of this is what to expect, this is what I'll be doing with this information that I have, then, all right, let me pull out my notes so I stick to it here. Okay. Get their info list, set up their account, and then I send them immediately their login information. Okay. You go to plexusworldwide.com, and then you click on the little icon and sign in, and your user is always going to be your email, and your password. I learned this from my friend Carrie. You always set up a password for them, and then they can update it to be what they want it to be. Okay, so every single time what I use is Plexus, all lowercase. Thank you, Carrie Hafley, for sharing that with me, because I've used it ever since, and it is a beautiful, most simple thing. Okay, then they can update their username, not username, their password. Okay. After that, then I let them know that they'll need to let me know when their products arrive, right? Because I want to make sure that I can help them get started right off the bat. So that's the message. Along with that one, I ask, what is your best means of contact? Text, call, email, Facebook message. How do you want me to keep in touch with you? Okay. That's how I get people going over the phone, because it's so easy that way. Did you want me to real quick run over in person?
Sure. I just love that, like, this is personal. You didn't just send them the website and give them a little list of things to do. Like, they're hearing your voice over their phone, or they're going to see you in person. And
right.
That's what Kristen Abart has told us from the very beginning. What she has done, connect.
Yep.
Connect in friendship as much as possible, wherever is possible, especially during those first 60 days.
Yes. And oftentimes my son's going to join me in this webinar. In the car, not in here. And take the dog, and half of the time, this is how you run your business at home, folks.
Our guest.
What
Our special guest.
I don't even know what I'm saying.
I love it. Love it. Okay. So, in person, we're moving into in person. Yes. How you take care of people in person and signing them up there. Okay.
So when you are in person, then it depends on the person. If they have a lot of time, then I'll go ahead and sit there with them and walk them through each step and have them enter the information. And I explain, okay, the reason we need your social security number is because you have the potential to earn a paycheck on your own product orders, and making them understand that it's not going to be like big money if it's just on their own product orders to get started, but helping them to realize that it's like a coupon you can apply back to your next month's order. And then I show them around their account after we get this set up. Okay, I show them where their PV is and what that is, and explaining that first 100 gets split 50% to the company, 50% to the ambassadors' paychecks. Okay, so you start earning after that. That's what I explain every time, so they understand what is this PV. Then where to find their paycheck. Go into that My Business and the commission summary. Who doesn't want to see that they have made money? I don't care if it's $1. Hello, that's $1 that I don't have to pay for because I just earned it. Right?
I love that in faith you were showing that to them there. That is like planting a little seed, like,
Wait, I have
I
the
go there
potential.
one day. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And then making sure their subscription, that they know that that thumbs up means it's a go, that they are on their way to consistent results, because consistency equals results. So helping them to know where they can modify their subscription order to make sure that they are getting what they need and not having a stockpile of maybe they didn't need as much bile cleanse last month. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. Some people don't need as much. Doesn't mean that then you just go below the qualifying 100 PV. What that means, oh my goodness, I can sub a different product that I've been wanting to try. Factor Plus or Active. Right?
Prepping them with that then. How wonderful. Before they even get their products.
Yeah.
It's another seed, like, oh, it's not the end of the world if I don't need this product. Oh, what's X Factor Plus? Okay, I might be adding that in the future. Yeah, so good.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's really my general. I walk them through the same. I'll do the same with messages, letting them know that, sorry, I'm double checking my notes, letting them know that they can find all of these, where they can find each of these things, including one more thing, their payment information. Because what if their credit card's about to expire and they don't realize it until the subscription's already tried to process, and they're like, why is my credit card declining? And I used to be fearful of reaching out to people because I didn't understand credit card declines more often than not are due to expired cards, or something happened with I don't know, PayPal or Apple, and their identity got stolen. Never through Plexus, I will let you know, because we have the highest security possible. Like, sometimes we can't even get on our own accounts. Just kidding.
No, that has seriously happened to me.
Yeah?
Yeah, and my address was just like, they wanted me to write like Tradewind Drive for my road, the full DRIVE, and I had to change it to DR period. And that was Plexus, but that's because the security is so high. They're double checking I am the same person at this address and it's connected to my credit card. I'll take it.
They want to protect us, and we just have to roll with those extras because it's in our benefit in the long run. So, all right, that's what I got really. And I can like type up those steps and share them so that they're like, you can copy and paste and share them with your people.
Yes, let's do that with everything we share today. I'm thinking, Casey, with our time, I love everything that you just shared, and I think it's just imperative. This is the basis of our customer care going forward. It's when we sign them up. How are we signing people up? So I think I'm going to go into what I like to do for customer care during the 2-3 days when they're waiting for their products.
Yes.
Okay. And then we'll be like done for today. And then the next Lunch and Learn, we'll go to the next step when they get their product. So next, you guys, I'm going to share. Here's the deal. I am now calling it the Hope Zone. When somebody clicks enroll as an ambassador, you've helped them sign up and it says their products are going to come, and you've been like, your products should be there like within 2 to 4 days. It's going to come, USPS. This is what I love to do, okay? It's the Hope Zone because their hope is the highest that it's ever going to be. Did you know that? When we click like a purchase for anything, like maybe a new dress, guess what? We're like, I can't wait to get the dress. You're picturing yourself in the dress. You're like, my life is going to change when I wear this dress. And you're checking, the mail, right? This has just happened with you with Plexus. So they jumped in. They're expecting awesome things to happen. And they're most open to us, did you know, during this time when they're waiting for their products to arrive. So this is what I do after sign up before they get their products. Number 1. Find out, again, Casey actually just mentioned this, find out how they prefer to connect with you on a weekly basis. Let them know how excited you are to get to know them better, and that you're going to connect every single week with them, but that you want to know if they prefer phone, text, messenger, email, whatever. Number 2, before they get their products, when their hope is up, humbly request a shout out post on Facebook from them, you guys. Oh yeah, I'm so serious. That takes some boldness, but it's also not even boldness. It takes like humbling yourself and saying, you know what? I am so thankful that you've ordered through me. I want to touch as many lives as possible. Would you mind sharing this post on Facebook with this graphic? And basically in that little blurb that you give them to share, it'll just say how they're so excited to start a new gut health thing with their friend so-and-so, and they'll tag you. Give them a simple script. Ask specifically if they're open to posting it at 8 p.m. that night. Okay? This is before they get their products. And I've just figured this out more recently and looking back and going, whoa, the stuff that happened was before they get their products. Okay? And the next thing, connection. So even before they get their products, try to get on the phone again. If you haven't yet, get on the phone during the 2 or 3 days before their products come to connect in friendship, ask about their family, and share their protocol verbally. You guys, FaceTime would be even better. Do you see what I'm doing here? I'm just like getting them used to you. Your sweet face, your voice, connecting, knowing that you care, not just about their journey, about their family, about their summer, whatever. Next thing, this is all before they get their products, you guys. And each one of these things really, it takes like 2 minutes. Even getting on the phone, it could be 10 minutes of sharing the protocol and just saying, do you have 10 minutes? I want to share your protocol with you. The next thing, make sure that they are connected to your sponsor. And that's a really good place in that 3-way, whether it be text or messenger, to send the official written protocol or that official graphic that explains how to take their products. So they will have heard it over the phone with you in connection, and they will have gotten it now in a message. Are you ready for something else? I know some of you are like, what? All this stuff in 2 to 4 days before they get the products? Totally. Their hope is high. Feed them. They're hungry right now, right? They're not running away from you. They're actually like, oh my gosh, my Plexus friend, right? Okay, next thing. Invite them to the next trial group or next event that you are doing with your team or that your larger team is doing. Get them in there. And ask them for a name of one person who they know would love Plexus Chew. When you do this before they get their products, it's much easier to get them to start sharing Plexus before they get their products because they're like, oh, my friend hasn't tried it either. And I can go to them and say, I haven't tried this yet, but I want you to check it out. Okay, this is my biggest thing to do before they get their products. Are you ready? I'm seeing it work and work and work. Ask them to give you the name and address of 1 to 2 people in their life. And then tell them, say, I'm going to bless those people with a sample of Pink Drink Inactive, just to be a blessing to you and your friends. Okay? So your neighbor joins you in Plexus and you go, before she gets her products, you're like, hey, go ahead, tell them what to do. Kind of bossy, right? But in a sweet way. Go ahead and send me 2 names and 2 addresses of people in your life that you know would probably be blessed on Plexus too. They do that, you say, yay, I'm gonna send them a Pink Drink sample and an active sample. Just on my dime, I wanna bless you for joining me. You guys take it from there, you know, get those people on the next event and be like, oh, did those people get their samples? Hey, would you connect me really quick? You're gonna have to stay on it. You're gonna have to use a little bit of a planner, okay, for all of this stuff. Your brain cannot hold all of this stuff.
No.
And you will, at a certain point, maybe you've been able to handle it, all of it up here. I got to that point where I was like, oh my gosh, my head is going to swirl off and like take off into outer space and it'll never come back. Right, Casey?
Yes, totally true.
Are you a pen and paper girl, or have you done the Dough app at all? I'm just now like, I want to look into the Dough app for my team.
Yeah, I was actually in the trial group for Dough, and I really did like it. It actually, there's different things that I needed to get to know yet, but it brought up names, and you could choose how often you wanted to check back with them and put in the days when you wanted to touch in with them. And so for those, and it's an app. So not only is it on your computer, it's an app. So if you don't have your pen and paper, it's all right there in the app. But you can still keep it all in your calendar too, so that you have all the goodness.
Oh,
Yeah. I've been telling myself I have to get it. Because after the trial, I did not get it and I've regretted it. So I need to get it.
Okay, let's do it. And maybe that's something we can do together.
Yeah.
Next week, and just share some of the basics and be like, these are the basics of how you use this. Figure on yourself to figure the rest out, but here's how you get going and go. What do you think?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, well, that's it for today, you guys. We hope that blessed you. I'm going to go ahead and put my notes in a little package, and I'm going to send it to Casey, and then she's going to add her notes, and then I'll put all of it together, and we'll send it out to all of our teams to be blessed forever. Next Lunch and Learn, are you in for Monday, Casey, at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time? Do you want to check?
I'll check.
Check.
Right now?
Oh, if you want to, but you will just I
might lose you if I check right now.
No, I'm not going to check right now. Yay, it worked though. We made it here. This was perfect. Thank you so much, Casey.
Yes, thank you.
And friends, we're doing this for your, complete success, so that your whole downline comes with you on your journey, gets amazing results in our product, all get at least one customer under them. I'm not even kidding. Like, that's my prayer for our team. What if everybody that signed up with me ended up bringing just one person? Whoa, can you even do the math on that? That kind of scares me to death. It's amazing. We want that for you. Don't forget that for the rest of this month and through August 15th, we have free enrollment still. Go them down, connect with your team, make sure you're sharing your promo codes. If you use one and you sign somebody up, try to replace that promo code, okay, to bless somebody else. Let's do this and get y'all the leaders retreat.
Yes. All right.
All right. Thank you to your special guests who showed up on the scene too. Hi, friends.
Bye.
Bye.